Hey, Mr. Lichty here. We're going to jump into Chapter 4, Section 4, Solving Equations by Multiplying or Dividing. So last time we learned several definitions, so these notes are going to be pretty short. We're just going to start with an example. Okay? So get this example written down. So to do this, if I read this example, it says 4 times x equals 24. So I draw my line, and I still have to think about inverse operations. So what's happening to the x right now? It's being multiplied by 4. What is the inverse of multiply 4? The inverse is divide 4. Golden rule says I have to do the exact same thing to both sides of an equation. And so if I do that, 4 divided by 4 is 1x. I can just write x. And 24 divided by 4 is 6. So my answer is, my solution is x equals 6. And that makes sense if we double check. Because 4 times 6 does equal 24. So I know that 6 is the solution. Next example. Take a second to get it written down. If I read this example, it says 30 equals negative 2 times x. Well, what's happening to x right now? Well, it's being multiplied by negative 2. The inverse operation of multiplying negative 2 is divide negative 2. If I do that to the right side, I have to follow the golden rule and do it to the left side exactly. Now when I do that, negative 2 divided by negative 2 is 1x, which is what I want, and 30 divided by negative 2 is negative 15. So my answer is negative 15. Again, I like to double check. So 30 equals negative 2 times negative 15. Is negative 2 times negative 15 equal to 30? Yes, it is. So I know that is the right answer. Last example, x divided by 5 equals 7. Take a second to get it written down. A little different on this one. What is happening to the x? Well, it's being divided by 5. The inverse operation of divide by 5 is multiply by 5. I have to follow the golden rule and do the exact same thing to both sides. Divide 5 and multiply 5 totally cancel each other out. And I end up with x equals 7 times 5, 35. That is my solution. Again, really easy to double check. Plug in 35 for x. 35 divided by 5. Does that equal 7? Yes, it does. I know it's right. On your own, I want you to take a second, copy the equations down, and show your work to solve and find the solution to each equation. Okay, I'll work through these very quickly. To get rid of times 4, I divide by 4. Golden rule says I have to do it to both sides. A equals 3. Right now, x is being divided by negative 3, so to get rid of divide negative 3, I times negative 3. Follow the golden rule, I do it to both sides. Cancel. I'm left with x equals positive 27. Last one, y is being multiplied by negative 3. The inverse of multiply negative 3 is divide negative 3. Cancels. I'm left with y equals negative 20 thirds. I'm going to change that to a mixed number. Negative 6 2/3. Done. Nice job.